Hey there, welcome to this video where I am going to demonstrate the push-up. Now, of course, there's varying degrees of difficulty with the push-up, but I really want you to try and do the most difficult version that you can do first, and then drop back to the easier version so that you really are challenging yourself. This is a difficult exercise, and so I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can perform it. So the first way is simply with your body in a box position. So you would bring your feet about, or your knees about hip distance apart, and then you're simply going to place your hands underneath your shoulders, and the closer your knees are to your body, the easier this exercise is going to be. So the further away you walk your knees, the harder this exercise is going to be. So the first position is simply with your hands about shoulder distance apart or slightly wider. Knees are just behind the hips. You're going to keep your chin forward, your chest forward, roll your shoulder blades back, squeeze your belly. You're simply going to lower your chest and chin to the earth and exhale, push back up. Try not to let the elbows splay out to the sides because this is going to hurt the shoulders. You want to keep the elbows wrapped in and keep them close to the body the whole way down, as that's also going to work into the bicep and the tricep. So first position, lower, push, lower, push, lower, push. Second position, you're going to walk your knees a little further back, and then you're going to cross your feet at the ankles. Now, I like to cross my feet at the ankles and then actually lift my feet up in the air, because then that rocks the body forward and stops the feet from helping with the action to make it slightly harder. So you're going to position your hands again just about shoulder distance apart or slightly wider. If this doesn't work for your shoulders, of course you can bring your hands wider and splay your fingers. This actually makes it a much easier exercise. So the wider your hands, the easier it is. So to make it slightly more difficult, we're going to bring the hands closer together. So hands a little closer together. You're going to rock forward. You're going to tuck your tailbone under and try to draw your navel towards your spine, shortening the distance between your navel and your pubic bone. And then you're going to take an inhale. You're going to exhale, lower, and push back up. Inhale, push back up on the exhale. Inhale, push back up on the exhale. All the way down, exhale, push back up. Now, if you want to try for the full position press up, again, same thing. Hands are going to be just a little wider than shoulder distance apart. The wider your hands are, the easier this is going to be. So if this is your full press up position, this is perfectly okay, because it just means that you don't have as far to lower to the earth. But if you do want to make it more difficult, you're going to bring your hands a little closer. You're going to step your feet back. I like to keep my feet together. Then you're going to work on shortening the distance between your navel and your pubic bone. Chest forward, chin forward, come up onto the tips of the toes. Inhale, lower, exhale, push back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, push back up. Resist the urge to do this. Lower, dip the back, and lift the hips. That's not really a push-up, and it is what I see many women do a lot. But again, if you do want to make it a little bit easier, you can widen the hands, firm up the arms, tuck the tailbone under, lower, push, lower, push, lower, push. I would prefer to see you starting off at the harder position and then dropping your knees and going to the middle position, and then going to the easier position at the very end if you need to. But always start at the higher level of your difficulty and drop back if you can to make sure you're really taxing the muscle during the set.